The air was thick with anticipation as the members of the scientific research team huddled around the newly discovered buried structure on the distant exoplanet. They'd been exploring the planet for weeks, combing through its alien ruins and uncovering secrets that challenged everything they knew about the cosmos. Now, as they stood before this massive edifice, they could feel their hearts racing and their palms sweating. It was as if they were on the cusp of something monumental. As the senior scientist, Dr. Emily Westbrook, keyed in the codes to open the structure's main entrance, the team held their collective breath. When the door finally swung open with a loud groan, revealing a dimly lit chamber filled with strange, unfamiliar machinery, a hushed silence fell over them. It was as if they were stepping into another world. "All right," Drive Westbrook said, her voice steady despite the thundering of her heart. "Let's see what we've got here." She gestured for one of her team members to follow her deeper into the chamber. As they approached a massive circular platform in the center of the room, she could feel the air growing colder and more electrified. Standing atop the platform was an ancient alien supercomputer, its smooth, gleaming surface pulsating with an eerie blue light. The team member who had been following Drive Westbrook gasped, his eyes widening in awe. "Are you sure this is safe?" he asked, his voice barely audible over the humming of the machinery surrounding them. "What if it's a trap?" Drive Westbrook shot him a reassuring smile. "Don't worry," she said, running her fingers along the cool metal of the console. "I've studied these kinds of machines before. They're centuries, maybe even millennia ahead of anything we've ever created. But they're also designed to be user-friendly. Let's see what happens when we try to turn it on." She keyed in a series of commands, and with a flash of blue light, the ancient supercomputer sprang to life. The air crackled with energy as the machine's main interface lit up, bathing the entire chamber in a bluish glow. The team watched in awe as words and symbols scrolled across the screen, their meanings completely lost on them. It was as if the machine was speaking a language they'd never heard before. "Well," Drive Westbrook said, her voice barely more than a whisper, "it looks like it's ready to talk." The team gathered around the interface as the machine began to speak, its voice a deep, otherworldly hum that resonated through their bones. It spoke of a great civilization that had once thrived on this world millions of years ago. A civilization that had mastered the secrets of genetics and had been cataloging the genetic data of every living species on Earth for thousands of years. The machine claimed that this alien race was known as the Architects, and they had been guiding the evolution of life on Earth for untold millennia. As the machine spoke, it became clear that the Architects had been manipulating the genetic code of Earth's lifeforms, preparing humanity for a greater cosmic purpose. It was their intention to help humans evolve into a species capable of exploring the stars and joining the galactic community. The team listened in awe as the machine revealed its plan for humanity's ascension, detailing the specific genetic modifications that would be needed to achieve this goal. As the machine continued to speak, it mentioned a prophecy about a cataclysmic event that was set to occur soon. The Architects had known of this event for millennia, and they had been preparing humanity for it in secret. The prophecy spoke of a celestial convergence that would disrupt the balance of the universe and unleash a wave of chaos upon the galaxy. It was up to humanity to harness the power of the Architect's genetic legacy and rise to meet this challenge. The team exchanged glances, their expressions a mixture of awe, fear, and determination. They knew that they had stumbled upon a secret that could change the course of human history. But they also knew that they had to be careful. The Architects had been manipulating them for thousands of years. Were they still being manipulated now? And if so, to what end? The team knew that they needed to dig deeper to uncover the truth about the Architects and their plan for humanity. As they stood there, lost in thought, the ancient supercomputer continued to speak, its words washing over them like the tide, each syllable carrying the weight of countless millennia of secrets and knowledge. The team knew that they were standing at a crossroads, the fate of humanity hanging in the balance. The question was, what would they choose to do next? Would they trust the aliens' plan? Or would they find a way to rewrite their own destiny before it was too late? Drive Westbrook broke the silence. "We need to gather more information," she said, her voice barely audible over the hum of the machine. "We can't make any decisions based on what we've heard so far. We need to know exactly how the architects manipulated us, and whether or not they're still controlling us now. And even if they aren't," Jones added, "we still need to understand the consequences of following their plan. There could be unforeseen repercussions." Dr. Tran nodded in agreement. "Agreed. But we also need to consider the consequences of not following their plan. If we refuse their offer of guidance, how will we survive the celestial convergence?" "Well," said Dr. Singh, "if we can't trust the architects, then maybe we should reach out to someone else. See if there are any other alien civilizations who might be willing to help us." The team exchanged glances, weighing the risks and rewards of each option. They knew that they had to move quickly, but they also couldn't afford to make a mistake. As they continued to discuss their next steps, they couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and responsibility washing over them. They were, after all, standing on the shoulders of giants, and the fate of the entire human race rested on their shoulders. Eventually, they decided to begin searching for other alien civilizations that might be willing to assist them. They also set up a secure network to share their findings with other scientists and experts around the world, hoping that together they could unravel the mysteries surrounding the architects and their plan for humanity. As they left the chamber, the ancient supercomputer continued to speak, its words carrying them forward on a tide of knowledge and wonder. The years passed, and the team worked tirelessly to uncover the truth about the architects. They found evidence of their influence in every corner of human culture, from art and literature to science and technology. They also discovered other alien civilizations who had been affected by the architects' meddling, and together they began to piece together a more complete picture of the architects' true intentions. As they delved deeper into the mystery, they realized that the architects were not the benevolent guides they had once believed them to be. They were, in fact, a race of manipulators who had been using humanity as a pawn in a cosmic game of chess. The celestial convergence was not the end, but the beginning of a new phase in their plans for galactic domination. The team knew that they had to act quickly, before it was too late. They contacted their counterparts around the world, sharing their discoveries and formulating a plan to stop the architects before they could realize their full potential for destruction. As they raced against the clock, they knew that the fate of the universe rested on their shoulders. And even though they were facing insurmountable odds, they refused to give up hope. For they were humanity's last, best hope for survival. Dr. Tran and Drive Westbrook focused on developing a way to counteract the architects' manipulations, while Dr. Jones and Dr. Singh worked tirelessly to find a way to disable the ancient supercomputer that had been guiding them all these years. They knew that if they could shut it down, they might be able to break the architects' hold on humanity. As they worked, they received a message from an alien civilization they had contacted earlier, offering them their help in the fight against the architects. The aliens had been tracking the architects' movements for years and had developed a weapon that they believed could destroy them once and for all. The team hesitated for only a moment before accepting their help, knowing that they could not win this battle alone. The day of the celestial convergence finally arrived, and with it, the final showdown between humanity and the architects. The aliens launched their weapon, a powerful pulse that disabled the architects' technology and scattered their forces across the galaxy. As the last vestiges of the architects' control faded, humanity began to emerge from the shadows, stronger and more united than ever before. In the aftermath of the battle, the alien civilization that had aided them invited humanity to join their interstellar community, offering them a place among the stars. The team, weary but triumphant, considered the offer carefully, knowing that they would have to make a decision that would shape the future of their species for generations to come. As they discussed the proposal, they couldn't help but feel a sense of awe and responsibility washing over them, a reminder of the incredible journey they had been on and the immense sacrifices that had been made to protect their home. Dr. Tran and Drive Westbrook, still reeling from the knowledge of the architect's true intentions, wondered aloud about the potential risks of entering into a relationship with another alien race. What if they, too, were merely pawns in some greater game? What if their trust was misplaced? But Dr. Jones and Dr. Singh, who had witnessed firsthand the architect's ruthlessness, argued that the aliens' offer was humanity's best chance at securing a peaceful and prosperous future. As they continued to debate, the aliens, observing the depth of their discussion, marveled at the resilience and ingenuity of the human race. They had been watching humanity from afar for centuries, fascinated by their ability to adapt, innovate, and persevere in the face of adversity. The aliens had seen many races come and go, each one falling prey to their own hubris or folly, but something about humanity convinced them that they were worth taking a chance on. Finally, after much deliberation, the team reached a consensus. They would accept the aliens' offer, but on their own terms. They would forge a new relationship with the aliens, one built on mutual respect, trust, and the shared understanding that each race would retain its independence and unique culture. It would not be an easy road, but they were confident that together, they could create a brighter future for humanity and the galaxy at large. As they made their decision known, the aliens, impressed by the team's wisdom and strength of character, extended their hand in friendship, welcoming humanity to the fold. A new era of exploration and discovery was about to begin, and with it, the hope that the mistakes of the past would not be repeated. For the first time in history, humanity had the chance to shape its own destiny among the stars, free from the manipulations of the architects and the other forces that had sought to control them. The team, now known as the Founders, went on to serve as guides and advisors to the fledgling interstellar community, using their experiences with the architects as a cautionary tale and a reminder of the importance of always questioning authority, even when it comes from the most trusted of sources. As the years passed, and new worlds were discovered, new civilizations were forged, and new wonders were explored, the legacy of the Founders lived on, ensuring that the lessons they had learned would never be forgotten, and that the light of hope they had kindled would continue to burn brightly across the galaxy. Meanwhile, on Earth, the revelations about the architects and their true intentions led to a new era of scientific exploration and innovation. The world's governments, once rivals, now united in their determination to protect humanity and ensure that such a catastrophe never happened again. Old rivalries were set aside, and resources were pooled to create a new era of peace and prosperity. Technological advancements that had once seemed impossible became reality, as humanity harnessed the knowledge it had gained from its encounters with other alien races to improve life on Earth and lay the groundwork for a future among the stars. Dr. Tran, now an elder statesman of the interstellar community, often found himself reflecting on the events that had brought them to this point. The weight of responsibility was heavy, but he took comfort in knowing that they had made the right choices and that their legacy would live on for generations to come. He remembered the team's first meeting, the long, hard road they had traveled, and the sacrifices they had made. He felt a deep sense of pride in what they had achieved, and a profound gratitude for the friends and allies they had gained along the way. Drive Westbrook, too, found solace in the knowledge that they had done the right thing. Though she still harbored doubts about the aliens' true intentions, she trusted the judgment of her friends and colleagues, and was willing to give the new relationship a chance. In the end, she believed that the future of humanity lay beyond Earth's atmosphere, and that it was their duty to explore the universe and forge a new destiny for themselves among the stars. Dr. Jones and Dr. Singh, two of the youngest members of the team, found themselves at the forefront of a new generation of scientists and explorers. They were tasked with continuing the research into the architect's technology and trying to unravel the mysteries of their ancient civilization. The work was both daunting and exhilarating, as they delved deeper into realms of knowledge that had once been beyond human comprehension. Their work was not without its challenges, however. The architects had left behind a vast and complex legacy, and there were still many questions that remained unanswered. Some of the aliens they had encountered were wary of sharing too much information, fearful that humanity might misuse the technology they had been entrusted with. Dr. Jones and Dr. Singh had to tread carefully, building relationships of trust and respect with their new alien colleagues. As they worked, they found themselves reflecting on the choices they had made and the path that lay ahead. They knew that they were part of something bigger now, and that the decisions they made would have far-reaching consequences for humanity and the galaxy as a whole. Despite the weight of responsibility, they were filled with a sense of purpose and determination to see their work through. Dr. Tran, Drive Westbrook, and Dr. Breyer, the three surviving members of the original team, found themselves in the role of mentors and advisors. They watched as the younger generation grappled with the complexities of their new roles and offered guidance when it was sought. They knew that they would always be part of the team, even as new faces and fresh perspectives brought new ideas and energy to the table. The years passed, and humanity continued to thrive under the protection and guidance of the interstellar community. The research into the architect's technology led to breakthroughs in fields such as energy generation, transportation, and medicine. The once empty reaches of space were now teeming with life, and the light of hope that had been kindled all those years ago continued to burn brightly. Dr.
Chan, Dr. Westbrook, Dr. Breyer, Dr.
Jones and Dr. Singh found themselves at the center of it all, their lives inextricably linked to the fate of the interstellar community. They continued to work tirelessly, forging new alliances, navigating delicate political situations, and pushing the boundaries of human knowledge. The weight of responsibility was immense, but they never forgot the principles that had guided them from the beginning: cooperation, trust, and the unwavering determination to build a better future for all beings. As the years passed, new generations of scientists and explorers emerged from their ranks, each bringing fresh perspectives and innovative ideas to the table. The once quiet research stations now bustled with activity as humanity and their alien allies worked side by side to unlock the secrets of the universe. The architect's technology had transformed life across the galaxy, making travel between stars faster than light and allowing for the terraforming of inhospitable worlds. Dr. Tran found herself drawn to the study of the architect's art and culture, fascinated by their incredible achievements and the philosophies that had driven them. She spent countless hours poring over ancient artifacts and texts, seeking to understand the motivations behind their actions and to preserve their legacy for future generations. Drive Westbrook, never fully at ease with the aliens despite their best efforts to win her trust, continued to work on improving relations between humanity and the interstellar community. She served as an ambassador of sorts, always ready to mediate disputes and to act as a bridge between the two cultures. Dr. Breyer, now in his later years, took on a more advisory role, mentoring the younger scientists and explorers as they navigated the complex political landscape of the interstellar community. He was known for his wisdom and his unwavering commitment to the greater good, traits that earned him the respect of all who knew him. Dr. Jones and Dr. Singh remained at the forefront of scientific exploration, delving deeper into the mysteries of the architect's technology and pushing the boundaries of what was possible. They were celebrated for their groundbreaking discoveries in fields such as energy storage, medical nanotechnology, and interstellar travel. Their work had a profound impact on countless lives across the galaxy, improving the quality of life for billions of beings. As time went on, Dr. Jones found herself drawn to the study of alien cultures and societies, fascinated by the myriad ways in which intelligent beings across the universe experienced and interpreted reality. She became a leading expert on xenoanthropology, traveling to far-flung corners of the galaxy to observe and document the diverse customs and practices of alien civilizations. Her work helped humanity better understand and interact with its interstellar neighbors, fostering a greater sense of empathy and mutual respect. Dr. Singh, meanwhile, focused her efforts on developing new ways to communicate with the architects themselves. After years of painstaking work, she managed to devise a system of translation that allowed for two-way communication between humanity and the enigmatic beings. This breakthrough opened up a whole new realm of possibilities, as humanity and the architects began to exchange ideas, knowledge, and culture on a truly meaningful level. The years passed, and the team that had once found the key to saving humanity continued to shape the course of history. Their legacy lived on in the lives they had touched and the discoveries they had made. As new generations of scientists and explorers emerged from their ranks, they carried with them the torch of curiosity, innovation, and cooperation that had been ignited so many years ago. Dr. Tran, now in her later years, found herself reflecting on the incredible journey that she and her colleagues had undertaken. She often thought back to the day they had first activated the ancient machine and the immense responsibility that had been thrust upon them. Despite the risks and the sacrifices, they had persevered, driven by a sense of duty and a profound belief in the potential for good. Looking out at the thriving interstellar community they had helped create, she felt a deep sense of pride and accomplishment. Drive Westbrook continued her tireless efforts as an ambassador, always seeking to foster understanding and cooperation between humanity and the other alien races. She believed that through dialogue and mutual respect, they could build a better future for all. Her work took her to many far-flung corners of the galaxy, but she never lost sight of the importance of her role in promoting peace and harmony. Dr. Breyer, now a respected elder statesman among the interstellar community, used his influence to mentor and guide the next generation of scientists and explorers. His wisdom and experience were sought after by many, and he was often called upon to offer counsel during times of crisis. He remained committed to the ideals of truth, justice, and compassion that had guided him throughout his life. Dr. Jones, meanwhile, continued her exploration of alien cultures and societies, fascinated by the diversity of life in the universe. Her research took her to worlds beyond imagination, where she documented the customs and practices of countless alien races. She believed that by understanding others, humanity could build a more empathetic and compassionate future. Dr. Singh, buoyed by the success of her translation system, dedicated herself to furthering humanity's understanding of the architects. She pored over ancient texts and worked tirelessly to decode their complex languages, seeking to unlock the secrets of their enigmatic civilization. Her discoveries shed new light on the history and motivations of the architects, and helped humanity forge a deeper connection with these enigmatic beings. As the years passed, the team that had once saved humanity continued to shape the course of history. Their discoveries and achievements became legendary, inspiring countless others to pursue careers in science, exploration, and diplomacy. The interstellar community they had helped create thrived, with new species and civilizations joining their ranks on a regular basis. Dr. Tran, now a respected elder stateswoman, often found herself reflecting on the incredible journey she had been a part of. She would sit in her study, surrounded by the artifacts and mementos from her many adventures, and marvel at how far humanity had come. Despite the challenges and setbacks they had faced, they had persevered, driven by a profound sense of curiosity and a deep desire to understand the vast and wonderful universe around them. Drive Westbrook, still as tireless as ever, continued her work as an ambassador, traveling to worlds far beyond the reaches of humanity's home system. Her diplomatic skills and her ability to connect with others on a deep emotional level made her an invaluable asset to the interstellar community. She believed that through dialogue and mutual respect, humanity could build a better future for all. Dr. Breyer, now a revered elder statesman, devoted his time to mentoring the next generation of scientists and explorers. His wisdom and experience were sought after by many, and he was often called upon to offer counsel during times of crisis. He remained committed to the ideals of truth, justice, and compassion that had guided him throughout his life. Dr. Jones, always fascinated by the diversity of life in the universe, continued her exploration of alien cultures and societies. Her research took her to worlds teeming with life, where she documented the customs and practices of countless alien races. She believed that by understanding others, humanity could build a more empathetic and compassionate future. Dr. Singh, buoyed by the success of her translation system, dedicated herself to furthering humanity's understanding of the architects. She pored over ancient texts and worked tirelessly to decode their complex languages, seeking to unlock the secrets of their enigmatic civilization. Her discoveries shed new light on the history and motivations of the architects, and helped humanity forge a deeper connection with these enigmatic beings.